Hey everybody, it's Teresa Collins, and you found the Time to Shine YouTube channel. Welcome! I hope you are having an amazing day. I am enjoying my Saturday. I got up, I felt inspired, I did a little connections. Today I have some clients, some teaching, some painting, all of the above. But today I wanted to talk to you about Mercury Retrograde. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like it should have its own horror music, to be honest. So Mercury Retrograde, we are actually in it right now. If you're grabbing this video, it goes from I believe the 17th to February 3rd. No, that feels a little bit off. It might be the 14th. It's about 3 weeks. So this is kind of like a weird subject for people. They believe in it, they don't. They understand it, they don't. Just like the full moon, we are actually affected by it, whether you like it or not, my friends. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of talking on it. Let's talk about it. So basically, Mercury passes the moon or the sun, laps it faster than our planet. It is the fastest moving planet in the solar system. I'm just trying to actually get some facts on that. So it actually circles the sun every 88 days. So it laps our Earth 4 times. When it's passing us, it creates like an optical illusion. So it's the same thing like if you're passing a car and we're beside one that's moving slower, it almost feels like you're going backwards. So it's not actually going backwards. The word retrograde means backwards. But the amount of shit it shakes up, it kind of feels like things are going backwards. And like I said, it's a planetary thing. And planets are freaking big. They have an impact. We are all moving energies. We are all operating on a frequency. So it's going to affect us on this little planet. If you're in an anthill and you're an ant and somebody rolls a bowling ball beside you, it's going to affect you. Right? So kind of think of it like that. So a lot of people don't believe in it. And that's okay. They don't have to believe in it. But there are ways that you can combat it, right? So that is kind of the whole point of my video today. So let's first of all talk about it. So they kind of showed me, it was really fun. So when I was doing channeling on this today, they showed me it's kind of like that sibling idea or somebody that, you know, when you were growing up and they're coming up to you and they're like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And they're putting themselves right in your aura, right in your frequency. And even though they're actually not touching you, this can make you mad. This could drive you crazy. Now, it only drives you crazy if you've already got something going on. Mostly, if you're having a great day, in a great mood, you're in alignment, you're finding your peace, it's not going to bother you so much. You're going to be like, whatever, shoot, fly, you're bothering me. But if you've already had a bad day, you've already had, you know, somebody's frustrating you, you're already out of alignment, it's going to piss you off. It's going to shake you up. And that's what Mercury retrograde does. So if you are in alignment and you are calm and you are clear and you are focused and you know where you're going, it's going to be cool, right? It may be a little annoying. Things are happening. Yeah, my computer shut down. Yeah, you know, my videos maybe turn on and off and haha, Mercury retrograde, you know, it's kind of silly. But if you're already having a hard time, this stuff is going to throw you off your rocker. So if everything is always happening to us for a reason, the great thing about Mercury retrograde is to show us where we're out of alignment, where we need to shake stuff up, where things needs to leave. So when I say that I can help you manage the energy around Mercury retrograde, I help you manage your energy. We look at it in a real way. We figure out why these triggers are pissing us off. Why is this stuff coming in to shake us up? Because it's happening for a reason. If you were perfectly in alignment, it'd be a little annoying. Yeah, I still get a little annoyed with Mercury retrograde. I love it though, because it does show me the pieces. It shows my clients where they need to shift and get back on track. So there is a couple ways that you can manage it too. So Mercury rules our transmissions. It rules our communication. So just like the moon rules our waves, our tides, the water on the planet, Mercury does have an effect on the way we communicate with people. And again, believe it or not, but this is what happens. So it's stuck. Things get stuck in our mind. Sometimes we're having a hard time creating. Like I said, even I'm affected by it. So I have an idea to create and it's go and stop and go and stop and go and stop and go and stop. So it doesn't have the natural flow to it. So I can do a couple things. I can get pissed about it, or I can continue, or I can just drop it till after Mercury retrograde stops. I'm continuing because, well, stubbornness maybe, dig in. Yeah, they're saying a little bit of stubbornness, but also it's I can take a small step. So instead of getting frustrated with the small steps, I just take a small step every day. Where normally when I create, things are like super flow, like gush. But I also understand that I started this for an intentional reason at this time. So maybe it needs a little bit more pause, more self-step, more reflection, more time in between the steps. So this is how I manage my energy around Mercury retrograde. I dig in and I ask if I'm being stubborn or if that's just kind of part of where I need it to be right now. My throat's going. So a lot of throat challenges right now. You're going to have a lot of problems speaking your truth. It may get tickles in your throat. A lot of people get sore throats around Mercury retrograde. I wish I brought myself a glass of water over here. So hard time speaking, writing, even creating art. I am going to cough. Clear your throat. So clear it up. If there's something that's stuck in your throat, some words, clear them up. So journal them out. You know me, and I love my journals. I love my journals so much, by the way, guys. I'm creating I want to say professional journal. Yeah, a professional journal. I got a professional journal coming up. It's a workbook and journal. It's pretty amazing. And also collect your words. So pause before you speak. So sometimes we need to even count in our head before we speak or respond, or maybe even go on a Facebook Live. If you have speaking engagements at this time, remembering Mercury retrograde actually does this about 3 to 4 times a year. And it's funny because last year it felt like it was always a Mercury retrograde. But I think there was just a lot of things that need to be shooken up. So when we were in that 3-week period, it was like a little bit intense. And that's another thing about it. It's because it's so long, right? So like the full moon is basically a 3-day where we really get our butt kicked. We come in super butt kick and then we come out. With Mercury retrograde, it's the whole length. It's the duration of it, right? So there's no kind of hiding from it. It's like if it didn't get you in the first week, it's going to grab you in the second week. If it didn't grab you in the second week, you're going to get in the third week. So before you know it, something is going to get realigned. So I think that's part of the challenge too. Let others speak first. So if you are finding yourself, maybe communications are a little bit of a stretch. It could be in your your husband's relationship. Your personal relationships. It could be with your kids. And it's like I'm really noticing it with one of my kids right now. He feels like I'm cutting him off all the time. So I need to take a step back and pause and really look at it. Am I cutting him off? I kind of am. He's missed his, the natural cue where kids continue to talk. So his natural cues are a little bit off. So I'm not necessarily cutting him off in a regular manner, but right now he's taking a little bit more time with his thoughts to speak. So I need to take a little more time in between to give him that time and space to think. So you may find this with all your kids. Otherwise they end up with frustration or not feeling heard, or it's mainly not feeling heard. It doesn't feel heard right now. So that's just kind of an idea to do it in your personal relationships. Could be with your mom, could be with your best friend, just giving that more time and space to communicate, allowing them to get their ideas out. You get your ideas out too. And if they cut you off, maybe explaining it's just Mercury retrograde. And release. So cool. My throat is just like totally. So really about this throat chakra, guys, really about how you're speaking. The other thing is technology. So it's not a great time for technology either. It seems to affect us on a technical level, which makes sense because it's all energy, right? So if you notice things are a little bit slower, not loading, maybe your computer picks up a virus, again, try not to get frustrated with it. Know that it's kind of just the frequency being mismatched. Look for the solutions in it. That's the key. Looking for the solutions and honoring, you know what? It will stop. February 3rd, it will pass. Whether that's the great thing about actually believing in it. This is a time frame. It's going to be over in 3 weeks. So pause, relax, align, allow. Try not to do any damage that will last beyond it. Also connect with nature. It's a great time to get out and connect with nature. She is less affected by technology. We always feel better outside. So if you're really affected, you're really having a hard time finding the alignment, go stick your feet in the ground, go hang out in the forest, go sit by a stream, do something to connect with nature. It'll help you realign your body. Make sure you read the details if you're doing any contracts right now. If you are starting any new projects, I want to make sure that you really read the details. Again, lack of communication. Don't just go on verbal things. Make sure things are written out so they can be super clear. Confirm plans. I find this super important in my line of work, confirming that my clients are coming the day before, because again, believe it or not, it happens, right? So I've had like 3 clients that are like, oh my God, I thought it was this day, not this day. Oh, I thought it was this time, not that time. Oh, no problems. But because I confirmed it, it's not a problem. If I didn't confirm it, I would be sitting here twiddling my thumbs going, where's my client? But because I confirmed it, it was super easy peasy. And I find personally, as a business person, around this time, there's a lot of shifts that happen. So I have a lot of people that like, can I do Tuesday instead of Wednesday? Can I do Wednesday instead of Tuesday? And I don't get frustrated with this. I used to get frustrated with this. I allow the flow of it now. And I often find that if somebody's rescheduling, 9 times out of 10, within 24 hours, I rebook that appointment. So there's also a divine timing thing happening there. So maybe they're out of flow, but somebody else is coming in. So as I allow the different frequencies to come in, this is where I stay calm, cool, and collected, mostly, not always, during Mercury Retrograde. Spend time with yourself. Nothing is more important right now. This year is so huge about self. It's about soul. It's about figuring out what lights you up. What's your passion? And this is a great time to just kind of declutter, reduce the noise, reduce the technology, allow yourself to come be with you. Figure out what you need. What is out of alignment at this time? Why is this stuff pissing you off, ticking you off? Why are you being triggered? How can we find a solution to this? And sometimes we don't need to necessarily get the why. It's just about asking the questions, showing the different places, and then allowing yourself to be open to alignment. Know that it is being shooken up for a reason. Allow it to release. We don't need it anymore. If something is falling down, stop picking it up. It's clearly not meant to be yours. Now, there could be something better coming, but if you keep picking up the pieces that keep falling down because they don't fit, you're never going to find the better. Well, you're not never, but you're most unlikely to find the better. Also, I love crystals, guys. Crystals are a great thing to tap into during Mercury retrograde. And I usually attach to 1 or 2. And it's funny because I'll attach to them and then I'll go, oh, wait, is Mercury retrograde coming up? So in the major ones I attach to is agate. In fact, I have some really nice large pieces of agate coming. So they really help me relight, I guess. Then Amazonite. Amazonite is a gorgeous stone to carry during Mercury retrograde. And again, it just gets back to that heart-centered. It's a beautiful green, so it reminds me of the flow of the ocean. So getting back into the flow. Onyx is a great one. It's a really dark black stone. So black is always great at expelling any negativity. So maybe if you're battling a little bit of frustration or anger, I would carry the onyx with you. Patholite, that's not one that a lot of people have. I have a couple gemstone necklaces. One of those more rare ones. And the last one is aquamarine, that beautiful blue again. So if you don't have aquamarine, something else like lapis, or there's like blue quartz, Celestine, they're showing me Celestine. Celestine would be a lovely one to carry at this time. So go with the flow. All of these like blue stones will help you. And again, the blue works on the throat chakra. Isn't that funny? How we go up and around and are all connected. I love it. I hope this helps, guys. I think the main focuses I want to say is it is a planetary thing. And, I live by a train track, and when the train goes by, it shakes stuff up. It doesn't bother me. I'm used to it now. But if I had little things on the this windowsill and it shook it up and it fell, that would make me really upset. So, as you are going through this time into February 3rd, understand things are going to get shaken up. If they are meant to fall away, let them fall away. If you need to look at the alignment of it, maybe there's a trigger that needs to be healed, it's time to do that. If you want to do more centering, more grounding, more connecting with nature, I find it super helpful. If you have Reiki already, doing self-healing during Mercury Retrograde is fantastic. Like if you do it every day for the 3 weeks of Mercury Retrograde, not only are you going to be less affected by the world, you're going to come out so much stronger on the other side. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So if you don't have Reiki 1 yet, let me know. That's something that, again, it can help every day, anytime, as we have these beautiful planetary shakeups that are happening, being part of this energetic world. If you guys have any questions, energy is my jam. I love to talk about it, be in it, heal it, hold it, whatever works for you guys. And so make sure you reach out. My website, blendedspiritwellness.com. And I'll see you again next week for this beautiful YouTube channel, Time to Shine. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.